Welcome to part 5 of our series of videos on the male identity crisis. What is behind the rise in the manosphere and what's going on for men right now. In the previous video we looked at the education gap. In this video I want to talk about the destruction of male support networks. So the way that men and women typically find emotional support and peer support is different. Obviously everyone's an individual, but if we look at averages, women tend to have quite a small but close circle of friends that they can really draw on for support. Men tend to get their support more from activity-based support networks. So we've talked about work in the context of identity, but it's also a really important social support for men. We also might think about things like sport, participating in sport, going to clubs, things like that. Now, unfortunately, these support networks have died in a lot of cases. So we've already talked about the changing nature of work. You don't have a job for life, we have colleagues for life now. Everyone is moving around jobs, companies are going bankrupt, but also we've got all this shift work now. And shift work separates us from other people at our company as well. And so it's more difficult to connect with people. If you're on one shift, someone else is on another shift, it's not like you're going to be seeing them every day. It's also true that activities outside, like sport, have been increasingly replaced by time alone. So things like streaming services or being addicted to our phones, scrolling on social media, we'll talk a bit about that later. But rather than going out and doing stuff, where we used to go and play some five-a-side and build some friends there, we're now sitting in and watching a streaming service, and these services are very addictive. They've got autoplay. You put one episode on and then the next episode just automatically plays, whereas before you might have said, okay, maybe I should go outside now, maybe I should go talk to my neighbour. The next video just keeps playing. And there, of course, is some responsibility on us as individuals to be aware of this, but it's also important to note that these services have a huge team of people designed to keep you addicted to them. We've also got this more moving around now, which means we're moving around for work, but also means that we have less stable neighborhoods. So you might have known your neighbor for decades before. Now, typically a lot of people don't know their neighbors. Or maybe they live in apartment blocks, and apartment blocks just aren't the same as living in a house for meeting your neighbors. You just don't see them as much. So we talked a little bit about this at the start of the video, but the way that we draw emotional support is different. So women are typically better at sharing emotional closeness, whereas as men we tend to bottle our feelings up more. That's becoming a bigger issue as we move towards a more emotionally intelligent society. So even when those support networks are there that haven't been destroyed, it's not the same. And ultimately that's one of the major factors that's leading to this rate of 75% of suicides are men. Because men are lonely, our support networks have been destroyed. We've rearranged society in a way that doesn't work for male support networks, and that's really showing in the stats.